It's another big one. Myself, SK Vibemaker for Rinse TV. And you know, we bring through the best special guests. We ain't going to be changing tradition anytime soon. It's Mr. G FRSH in the building. What's happening?
I'm good. I'm glad I'm another big one.
And I'm falling high. I'm falling high.
But I'd be a liar to say I want addicted, car with every hit I'm getting higher, floating on desire.
So Alfie EP is finally out.
It is.
This has been a piece of work that you've been working on for a little while, and it's finally out, and it definitely sounds like you took some time on it, man.
No, thank you, and I'm glad it sounds like that, to be honest. And I feel like I've achieved what I kind of set out to a little bit with it. Yeah.
You have bared your soul on your sleeve on this one. You know, in some ways it's a bit of a risk though, because you know a lot of MCs want to be the hardest. They want to be the sickest MC. Now on this one, you've definitely bared your soul. It's definitely quite emotional. I think you've really let people peek into, you know, under the skin of G FRSH.
Yeah, because I think it's important for them to understand what it's like to be me. I think it's too easy to think it's all girls and cars and money. Do you see what I'm saying? I think life's always more complicated than that, and I just wanted to show that to the people while still being lyrical and still being and articulating myself in the best way possible, but making sure that they understand the realness.
Now, it's always easy to say these type of things, but for me, you're very underrated. Very underrated.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
thank you.
On the track Falling High, you got the line on there, paid so many dues, I must have credit.
Yeah.
Now, is that a good feeling or a bad feeling?
I mean, it's good at the beginning when everyone says you're underrated, because you rate yourself that much more anyway, so naturally you would always feel like that until it actually becomes such a reality that it starts to annoy you. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, being underrated now isn't a good thing. I think over the amount of time I've put in and the amount of work I've put in, I think it's time that I should just get my just dues. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, when I say pay so many dues, I must have credit. I think I've overpaid my dues now. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know, but like from the words, you know, from your mouth, why do you feel maybe it's taken so long, or why have you had to pay so many dues?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. If I'm really honest, I can't really say why. I can maybe say moves that were wrong, but I think plenty of people have moves that are wrong. But I think with me, if I break it down from the beginning, there's been so many events that could have gone so differently to change the course of the situation. So even down to like, this is big love to AKA, but when they were like Channel U, I first came out, when everyone really kind of blew up, like, so even when you think of like Skepta having Private Caller out and things like that, I spent a lot of money on videos and then they just rejected them. So we just didn't even have a chance. So things like that was like, maybe if I got to be on TV at that time, it would have fast forwarded the whole process. Just the tiny little things, but as I say, there's so many of them that only God knows. You know what? Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I've peaked now. Maybe I've got better now. Only God knows what. You know, like just whatever. Like,
You also got the line in there like, these new cats coming through, they like move along.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of new MCs coming in.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? A lot of MCs making a few making a bit more noise than others at the moment. And like, how does that make you feel when you're definitely a older, more seasoned MC in the game, and you feel like, wow, these youngers are coming in and they're maybe getting a lot more love than I'm getting, and the type of love that I should be getting?
Well, do you know what? To be honest, I mean, I haven't felt like that. I haven't felt like they've got more or what I should be getting. I just like the fact that they are coming up and that the game can continue and carry on, because like that, to have some sort of industry in some sort of shape or form is necessary. Do you see what I'm saying? So there has to be new talent coming through, and at the end of the day, I was that new talent at some point for other people, and if they saw me as a threat or tried to block me in any way, I wouldn't appreciate that. And so I wouldn't want, it's not, when I say that line, it's not about blocking them, it's actually about hailing them up and understanding that that pressure is on me, and it's just something that I'm reconciling with myself, that they are coming up, so it makes the question harder of continuing more poignant. You see what I'm saying? Because should I allow space for these people to then do their thing, or is it a new dawn and a new day? Has my time come and gone? Am I not going to get my shot, and so on and so forth? It's just really me questioning and asking myself.
Because you're definitely the guy that's about the wordplay.
No, thank you.
Definitely about your lyricism. So do you feel like you compromised a little bit on that, or you eased up on that a bit more for the emotion?
Do you know what? Not even in the slightest. And at some points, because it's so easy, because I write on 2 levels. I'll write so that if you actually just listen to it on level 1, you'll understand it and it'll just make normal sense. Then underneath all of that, there's a whole nother understanding of it. And so even on something which is regarded as one of the more commercial songs, which is Mystify, the lines on there, I was listening back to it thinking like, rah, I can't even believe I said that. It was shit there. Like, because, for example, Mystify is about my kind of one night stands or casual scenarios that I've been through and how I kind of disappear out of their lives. But on the first verse, it's like, one time for my one times, you saw my shining armor for that one night. And like, obviously shining armor and a night. And then the fact that you were so chivalrous on that one occasion to get what you wanted for that one night stand. So when you listen to it on all those layers, it's a lot deeper. So I didn't compromise in the slightest. Like, all over the tape, there's everything for you to hear.
And what you're saying, though, it makes sense on those different levels because, you know, to be honest, there are particular MCs who get caught up in the wordplay
100%.
and the entendres a lot. But like, when you actually take that away, it's not making sense what they're talking about.
Exactly.
There's no continuity through the verse.
This is it, and that's what I like to maintain. I think it has to make sense, and it has to be all within context. Do you see what I'm saying? So even in that song, once again, I said I put you on pause, but you love me still. And then like, so it's about me saying like, just chill out, but they still love you. And then the fact that pause and still and all the rest of it. So it's all over it. I didn't compromise one tiny bit.
So Sonny Reeves is on the EP quite a lot.
A lot, yeah.
It's kind of coming like you lot are becoming a bit of a band.
You know, we actually thought about doing a mixtape together.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were gonna call it. I can't remember what it was gonna call, but someone gave us a sick name the other day, which is Last King of Scotland, because he's Scottish and I'd be like the idiot. I mean, but that was Mr. Jabma. It was funny.
So how did the working relationship start?
He's Disturbing London, part of Disturbing London. So it was just natural. I mean, I was put into sessions with a million different people, and there was like not much chemistry. You don't really. It's hard. It's hard because everyone's going there for a hit. Whereas when we were working, it's so relaxed. We're not searching for that hit. We're not searching for that commercial success. We just wanted to make incredible music, and so it was easy for us to work together for as long as we were just having fun. And that's what it is. Like, it's pretty simple. Yeah.
And I've got to say, I'm very glad that the Alfie EP is retailing, because I know, whether you want to admit it or not, that you've been a bit apprehensive about retail projects.
100%. I didn't want to sell it, to be honest with you. I just wanted to put it out for free. I wanted loads of people to hear it, and I thought that was more important. And there was an element of fear, to be honest, of what it could or couldn't do, especially with it being so different to the last project. But it was all good in the end.
She knows it. She knows it. Yeah, she bad and she knows it. She knows it.
It's been another big one. Myself, SK Vibemaker for Rinse TV with G FRSH. Thank you very much for coming through, man.
No, thank you for having me, man. Make sure you go and get the Alfie EP. It's out now, iTunes and all other downloads, outlets, stores, whatever they're called. Thank you for having me, man.
I don't love them hoes. I don't love them hoes.